Hello everyone, we are back with Webinar Marathon Week Season 2. I'm Jairaj Nadar and I will be your host and guide throughout this exciting session. So in this today's session, we will talk about our new offering, that is WhatsApp for Dynamics. In the present digitized world, we all want things to be easier and faster. We especially want our communication to be digital so that it is fast. So one of the most popular ways of communicating online quickly and easily through apps like WhatsApp. So yes, in today's session, we will see how we can integrate WhatsApp with Dynamics CRM. So for your information, all lines will be muted. In case if you have any questions or any queries, you can use the chat window to put your questions. So while having a Q&A session, I will be able to answer all of your queries. So before I deep dive into the session, let me give you a short brief about Inogic. Inogic is one of the leading service provider and an independent ISV. We are also an exclusive Dynamic 365 CRM boutique shop that has been in the business for more than decades now. We also been active in the CRM community in which our blogs are very popular. As you can see on the screen, these are all the various productivity add-ons which Inogic has to offer. Among all, I would like to talk about a few key flagship product of Inogic. Starting with Maplytics. Maplytics is a market-leading CFMD certified product which provide capabilities like visualizing CRM data on map, route optimization, territory management, and much more. Next, I would like to talk about SharePoint Security Sync. It is a comprehensive solution for integrating a Dynamic 365 CRM with the SharePoint, along with the document management. So apart from this product development, Inogic is also an SI. We do provide an offshore development services by assisting our partners and the customers. So if you need any more information related to any of our productivity add-ons or service related, you can do reach out to us at crm@inogic.com. So this is the agenda for the today's session, where we will be seeing what are the challenges faced by the users due to a lack of unified communication and why it's needed in WhatsApp and how we can see integrate WhatsApp with the Dynamics, followed by key features of WhatsApp for Dynamics, live demonstration, FAQs, and finally we'll have a Q&A session. Let's begin the session with the challenges. So you see a delayed communication. So what exactly it says is like, as you all know, in the current world, so the dynamic CRM users are often used to communicate with the customers either through an email, which is not so quickly or effectively. The immediate response may not get since the exchange of a communication happens through an email, and sometimes it may get a delayed as well. So this is a main concerns or the challenges for the many of the salesperson or the sales agents who are on the who are regularly communicating with their customers, and also lack of direct and personalized engagement. So since we communicate through an like a mode of medium like an email, so there is some direct or a personalized engagement is not something that has been connected with the customer so that they can able to quickly respond all of their queries or all of their questions from within the CRM. And also while having a communication with the customers, let's say if the user is communicating with them, so they don't have any customers data on the fly where they can able to have all the information within that. So no access for them to the CRM data while communicating with the customers. So it proves that wow, WhatsApp is one of the leading communicating channel, and that's how we need to integrate WhatsApp with the dynamic CRM. As the current digital world all wants things to be easier and the faster. And there is no provision for the automation as well. Like, let's say, for example, if you wanted to send any automatic message, auto reply, send a kind of a birthday messages that if you wanted to automate and you wanted to send it to your customers, or any kind of a renewal notification that you wanted to automate and you wanted to send it. So something that is not currently within the CRM. So where we can able to provide with the WhatsApp. So this all the key challenges that the users are facing in the current world in terms of lack of communication, no access to the data, and there is no automation as well. So this is where our product WhatsApp for Dynamics comes into the picture, where WhatsApp, once you've done us WhatsApp with the CRM integration, it acts as an effective solution to grow your business. Not only it enables you to provide you better customer services, but also enhances customers' experience as well. So this is the stats that we have got from the current world trend and the scenario. According to the survey, it states that 64% of the customers prefers companies that have text messaging as an option for communicating, where they require or they prefer a quick chat options like WhatsApp while interacting with businesses. And the 175 millions, the people on the messages are on the WhatsApp business accounts. So there are multiple users. I cannot say many businesses are currently on the running on the WhatsApp business account in the today's world. And 98% states that open rate for WhatsApp messages is as more than compared to the more normal text. So by doing this, what exactly it happens is like it will increase your ROI. As I said now, WhatsApp integration act as an effective solution, whereas it enhances your customer experiences, time saving, and a prompt communication. So these are some of the key features of WhatsApp for Dynamics. So be within the CRM ecosystem. So it provides a seamless communication, like if you wanted to know, capture any auto data as well. So that has been done within this CRM, effective task completion by interacting WhatsApp with the CRM, send a message to the customers. So you can send and receive a message within the dynamic CRM, like how we are interacting with the in a mobile application. If you get a send any messages to through on WhatsApps, and that's how you receive it. So that all you can see it in the unified dashboard as well. Once you integrate this WhatsApp for Dynamics within applications and automate communication. So as I said, if you wanted to create any automations out of your dynamic CRM of sending any messages to your customers or the clients, so yes, that is pretty much possible. Just you can create the workflow or the messages that you wanted to send it to your customers or the clients across the globe. So during the demonstration, I will able to show you that how the automation works in terms of sending the messages to your customers. CRM WhatsApp notification. So let's say whenever if any customer sends some messages in the WhatsApp business account, so how the users gets notified in the within the CRM. So for that, yes, uh, within the CRM, you will get a notification with the chat bubble. So again, this I can able to show you while showing you the demonstration part. And yes, you can store your WhatsApp chat history. So that may be also many is concerned, like what could be my chat history, whether it could be able to be a part of that system. I can able to get it or not. I can able to view my past history conversation with that particular customer. So yes, that is pretty much possible. You can store a WhatsApp chat history and create a new record on a new message. So let's say, for example, if you're while interacting with your customers on the fly within the CRM, it's if you feel like it seems, oh, this could be my good opportunity for me, or it could be one of the case, or it could be one of the lead I can create within the system. So yes, that provision is there, like you can able to create your record, and that get record is associated with that particular chat. And yes, you can able to chat with that same conversation will be continued with the chat history. So yes, again, I will show you in the demonstration how it works and what are the key features this WhatsApp for Dynamics has to offer. So these are all the key features which we have discussed. Let me show you how it works in a real time. So for the webinar and the demonstration purpose, I have pre-configured WhatsApp for Dynamics, a model-driven app in one of my demo environment. And in order to integrate WhatsApp with the Dynamics CRM, so we need to have a API integration where you have been used Twilio. So Twilio you required in order to integrate a WhatsApp with the Dynamics CRM. So I've already created one Twilio demo account in the WhatsApp, if you see over here, and I've pre-configured in the sandbox environment. And you see over here, these are all the active chats that I can see it on the screen. So that has been incoming within the CRM. So now coming to the use cases or coming to the real-time scenario, let's say, for example, on the demo account. So let's say this is a business account which I have configured in the Dynamics CRM. So later down in the session, I will show you what it requires in order to configure WhatsApp for Dynamics with the Twilio and how the configuration part has been done later down in the session. So over here, let's say, for example, this one of the customers is sending a message, or let's say he's been inquiring what is the price of so and so product. He wanted to know. Let's take it this example itself. Let's take it a WhatsApp for Dynamic only. So if a user wants to know, hey, what is the price of WhatsApp for Dynamics? So he's sending a message. Is Sam the price of WhatsApp for Dynamics? So the customer has sent a message on the business account that we have seen. So if I within the CRM, if I go over that, so as I said while explaining the features, so how can I see whether the notification has been received or the chat has been received within the CRM? So if you see in this CRM, you see right hand side a chat bubble along with the notification, a new notification has been there. If I click on it, I can able to see these are all the incoming messages that has been received for this within the CRM. And you see now this is the JRAS ladder. So this is the whom I have logged in from the WhatsApp, and this is the customer who has sent a message. So if you see over here, there are two different buttons, that is accept, decline, and on the bottom you see a view chat as well. So all the buttons has a different actions line, like as the name itself says that once if you accept. So let's say if you know the JRAJ and if you wanted to continue the conversation with that particular customer, so in that case, you may accept it and you can go ahead and continue the conversation. However, the decline is a straightforward is where if you wanted to continue, if you don't wish to continue the chats, just decline it so that the chat will be blocked for this particular customer. So now if I know I wanted to continue the conversation, I will accept that. And this is, you see on the right hand side, this is how our beautiful chat UI looks, where you can see on the right hand side, the user can able to chat the way they wanted to have a conversation with that particular customers. And on the left hand side, if you see the profile details. So what exactly this profile details and how can I get it? This is something that we get it from the WhatsApp customers who has sent the message. Since Jairaj who has sent the message with this mobile number that has been captured, so that is the profile details over here. And the customer. So this part is where, so let's say what exactly this WhatsApp for Dynamic does over here is, so it will look for this particular numbers within that account or a contact entity within the CRM. If it finds this particular number within the system for that particular contact or account entity, so in that case, it will associate that record to that particular customer, and that customer has been set it over here. So since Jairaj is also already a contact in this particular within this system, so that's the reason you see a customer has been set over here. And if I open that contact, so this is the customer whom I'm having a conversation. So over here as well, if you see the same WhatsApp chat UI, and I can continue the conversation. So what is the price of, let's say, for example, I'm sending it like US per user per month. So this is something, a message that I'm having sending to the users. If I go into the WhatsApp, I see, yeah. So the conversation has been ongoing on a real time where a user can able to get an immediate response or their queries, answer their questions. So any questions if they needed or any challenges they are facing. So all these interactions can be communicated within the CRM and between the WhatsApp from this particular chat UI that you see in the CRM. And if you see in the within this chart in the CRM, the same concept that we have been used, like whenever the user has read the notification in the WhatsApp, you all know that double tick with the blue color indicates that yes, the user has read the notification. So that's the same idea and the concept that we have been used over here as well. So since I have read that WhatsApp message, so the user has read the WhatsApp message, that's the reason I see over here. And you may think, what about this name? How does that name, what exactly it does? So the naming that we have given over here is that in order to differentiate which user is communicating with which customer. So over here, if you see the Sam Kumar is a logged in user. So the logged in user name is shown over here since Sam is communicating with this particular customer. However, if suppose Sam is no longer part of this organization, or Sam is going on a leave, or Sam is not active on this system for particular days. So other users, let's assume John or Ken, can able to continue that conversation with the same customers by assigning those chat to themselves, and they can continue the chat. So in that case, instead of Sam over here, you may see a John. So that will help the users to identify, like within the system, like which user is communicating with the customers and that exactly what exactly the history has been going on. So that's the reason that the naming provision has been given over here. And yes, we have come up with recently a new addition to this. Like you can also send a smileys as well. Since we send a smileys in the WhatsApp to all within this chat, so that smiley can also be added over here. And also the attachment. So if suppose if you wanted to send any file documents to the user or the customer, so yes, that you can send it by adding an attachment and send it to the customers as well. So by having this conversation, let's assume I'm continuing this conversation with this particular customer, and I assume, as I said, I feels like there is something a good opportunity for my other product that which the customer is inquiring. Hey, I wanted to know. He's talking more about, let's say, his challenges, his concern about the storage issue that he's been facing within the CRM. How can I do that? How can I overcome that? Some kind of a conversation has been going on between these two users. The one is within the CRM users and other is the customers. And while having a conversation, if I wanted to create any opportunity, so over here you see a create record button is there. I can click on it on the fly. I can create an opportunity. Now this could be one of the use cases that I'm explaining. You could also relate the closest to your business scenario and the business use case. So let's assume if I'm creating an opportunity in my system on the fly as per my business process. So like I'm creating an opportunity and I have added the customers over here. See, this customer is interested in a SharePoint security sync product, or kind of opportunity that has created in the system. So now it means like while having an interaction with your customers on the go, on the fly, you can able to create a record, enter the details, get the required information from the customer, and also you can capture it in and store it in the system. So yes, and while having those conversation, now the chat, you may be thinking, well, is that chat has been associated to that particular opportunity which we have created now? So to answer you that, yes, that is pretty much possible. Like if I go into the chat session, I can able to get that opportunity which has been associated to that particular contact that which we have created now. So over here, if you see, this is a chat session regarding, if you see over here, that particular opportunity I can see. And here is the WhatsApp chat. If I click over there, the same conversation which we are doing it within the contact. So that has been associated to the opportunity, and I can continue the conversation from here as well. So that you cannot able to miss or there won't be any miscommunication between the customers and the users in terms of what exchange they have made within the chat. So that's how this opportunity has been seen, and the user can able to continue the chat from here as well. So this is how the beautiful UI WhatsApp communication can be done. So, and also to give you an update, like you all may be aware that WhatsApp chat session ends within 24 hours, like one business days. So that's the same concept has been used in over here. If the chat is session has been open for with 24 hours, so it will automatically get ended. And in order to initiate a chat, or if you wanted to know, like if you wanted to end the chat manually, what about like I have done all the conversation, I've created the opportunity, I've showed in the systems, so I had a good conversation with this particular customer. So as of now, I need to end the chat. So manually it is also possible. You see end chat button on the right hand side. If I click on it, close the chat session, the chat will be now ended. So you see over here, the message says that the chat session is ended over. Please send the message using the message template. So yes, coming to the message template. So what exactly the message template is? So now the chat session has been ended, right? So the message template is the template where it has been pre-approved template from the Twilio. So in order to initiate any conversation from the system to the customers, so you need to send a message through a message template itself. So which should be pre-approved by the Twilio. So if I wanted to send again the customer, let's say, hey, again, I wanted to greet the customer and start the conversation, or if I wanted to say any particular a template that needs to be sent it to the users in order to initiate the conversation, a kind of thing. If you set it a message template, which is a pre-approved one, that you can use it. So over here, let's say, for example, I have created an opportunity template for the demonstration purpose. And if I wanted to initiate the conversation, I will send that message. So if I go in the WhatsApp, I see a kind of a template that I've created for this webinar purpose. Hey, your appointment is coming up so and so day, a kind of a message that we have been sending it to the users. So that is seen over here. And if I go into the chat, and if I open that, if I wanted to know the history of an so if suppose if I wanted to know the history of the conversation, what was done against this particular customer, so that I can get it in from the chat. And over here you see a drop down. So this all this chat sessions. So earlier this was the chat which was ended, which we done it manually. And if I want to know the chat history, I can able to click on that and I can see which are all the chat history that I can see it over here. So that is also pretty much possible. You can, and also the multiple numbers can be configured within this robot. Like if you wanted to have a multiple business account to be configured within the system and you wanted to continue the conversation with that account. So yes, that is also pretty much possible. We do have provision to communicate with the customers with the different numbers and the accounts. Now, these are all the some of the things that we have been communicating with the customers manually or through the interaction with the customers within the system. And these are all the chat active chats which has been listed over here in the CRM. That this is similar to that how we see in the WhatsApp. These are all the active chats that has been listed. The same that I used it in over here in the dynamic CRM as well. You see this are all the message, the status of that delivered, received, whether which was the direction, outgoing, incoming, all those has been the same, the active chat that we can see it in the chat session within the CRM. And coming to the automation part, like so even everyone may be thinking, how can I promote or how can I do the if I wanted to send any automation messages to all of my customers, or if I wanted to send any like a promotional messages or a birthday greetings or any kind of a notifications to my customers or a renewal notification. So is that possible way that I can send them? So yes, that is also pretty much possible, for which you can create a workflow in the system on any actions that can be performed against the particular record in the system. So over here for the demonstration purpose, what I have done over here is I have configured a workflow the seeing the status on as an on-demand workflow that I've set it for the contact. So whenever if I create any contact, this is the existing contact file which I wanted to create an automation. So what I will do is I will run the on-demand flow that I have created. If I wanted to send any automated messages, so this is a flow that I've created within the system. So now the user will be able to get that messages in the WhatsApp. So this is some kind of an automation, that message that I wanted to send it to the customer. So this is something that I've created and that has been sent to the customer. So this could be the kind of a use cases that I've used for demonstration and the webinar purpose, or as per many business use cases that I have received from the customer. You could relate this business use case as per your own requirement. Let's say there could be some cases where if whenever an invoice has been paid, you wanted to send a notification to your customers like a so and so order has been placed, or kind of information. Or let's say if you wanted to send any birthday greeting messages to your customers, so yes, that is also possible. The renewal notification that I said, if you want to send it to the any messages, automated messages to your customer. So based on that, so for all of this, you needed to create the pre-approved message template. So as per the pre-approved message template, you can send this automated messages to all of your customers. So this is how the complete WhatsApp chat, how it works once you integrate. So by doing this WhatsApp chat integrations, as I said, effective and a fast, quick communication, thereby increasing the efficiency and the productivity of the users. And it is really helpful for the salesperson to close their sales and provide more conversions. So coming to the configuration. So this is the configuration that you need to do a one-time configuration within the system. So if you see over here in the configuration part, so this is the Twilio details that you need to provide it, the account seed and the auth token that you need to configure, set it over here, and the WhatsApp business, the mobile number for communication, the allow create to. So in the settings, if you see, whenever I click that create account button, it was case, opportunity and order. The reason behind that is that I have set the configuration in this as a case, opportunity, order. You can also set it like a lead, opportunity. So as per your business use case for which you wanted to create a record, so that is possible. And the session timeout is the 1 day. It is, as I said, like 24 hours where the session will be active, and after that the session will be ended automatically. So that's how the session timeout is over here. The ideal timeout. So what exactly this ideal timeout is that, if you see, whenever I click that chat bubble icon, so this chat is the accept and the decline. I can see it over here. However, if for within a 1 minute time period, if the logged in user doesn't accept the message, or if he has been not active, so this message will be shown to all the users within the system, so that any particular user can able to assign the chat to themselves and they can continue the conversation with this particular customer. So this is where the ideal timeout is there. So you can set it as per your requirements. So over here, I have set it as a 1 minute time period, where you can set it 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. So the time interval is up to your choice, how you wanted to set it. So this is the configuration type, and the record type that you see it over here. See account contact, for which the record type I have created. The message template, the pre-approved message template that I've created and set it up for this particular message that I wanted to send it. So if you see, this is the opportunity template and this is the order template that I've created now. So this is a basic one-time configuration which you need to do in order to integrate a WhatsApp with the Twilio and continue the conversation within Dynamics CRM with the WhatsApp business account. So now you will shortly receive a poll on the features that you like the most in WhatsApp for Dynamics. So you may see a poll on your screen. I would request to kindly cast your vote. So I would request you to kindly cast your vote on the features that you like the most in WhatsApp for Dynamics. 10 more seconds to cast your vote on the poll that you see on your screen. Thank you for casting your vote. I really appreciate that. Let me switch to my presentation window. So WhatsApp for Dynamics supported version is 9.2 and above, which can be used in Dataverse as well, which can be deployed online. To get started with an WhatsApp for Dynamics is really simple. So you can download the solution from our website and as well as from the Microsoft App Stores. So if you need any assistance during your 15 days trial period, you can do reach out to us at crm@inogic.com. We would be happy to help you in setting up the trial. So now let's have a Q&A session. So we do have one question from one of our attendee. Is it through a omni channel? So to answer you that, it is not through omni channel. Rather, we are using a Twilio as our middleware to send and receive messages. I hope that answer your question. We have another question from one of our attendee. Do you support several VBA accounts? So to answer you that, yes, we do support that. But in that case, what you need to do is you need to configure that the same account, like if you have, let's say, assume multiple numbers and business account numbers. If you want, if in that case, you need to configure that account in the Twilio as well. So in that by doing that, you can able to really, yes, that is possible by doing that. Is it possible to see all messages history with the contact in a one window? Yes, as I've shown you now how the chat history can be visible. So it is possible. You can easily view the chat history in terms of your language. Yeah, the message history can be seen in the contact within the one window as well. I hope that answer your query. And we do have another question from one of our attendee. Can I configure different WhatsApp channel for one application? So it would be great. Will you please elaborate that query a bit more? Because to understand this question is something tricky, so that it would be great, or I could able to be in a better position to answer that. Any more questions would be highly appreciated. Please feel free to put it in the chat window. So like another question is that if I give a support for a different topics and for each topics a WhatsApp channel. So if I could understand it this way, like you have a different topics, and for each topics, if you wanted to configure a different business WhatsApp account, so in that case, if you configure that business account in the Twilio, so in that case, it is possible. You can able to conversation with that different topics with the different numbers. So yes, in that case. However, if it is that's the use cases that you are trying to mention it in the chat. So and for more details, yes, you can reach out to us or send us an email at crm@inogic.com. We will able to give you a in-person demo or a example as well. Yes, I got another questions. Can you please demonstrate how attachments can be added? Sure, I will show you how the attachments can be added over here. So let me show you how you can upload a document. So let's assume this is the WhatsApp chat UI. on the right hand side, you select this plus icon, attach a media. So suppose if this is the PDF file that if I want to upload, I will add that attachment. I'll click on enter. So now this based depending upon the size of the files, as you see a couple of seconds or 30 seconds it takes in order to upload that attachment or send that attachment to the customers. So depending upon the file size, if it is a as you all know, like even when we upload a file in the WhatsApp, if it is a big account, it loads and send it to the required users or the customers whom we send. So that's how the similar case it takes over here. So depending upon the size file, if it is a big size, it takes a couple of more seconds in order to send a file. Yeah. So let it upload. I will show you how it looks in the WhatsApp as well. So once the file has been get uploaded, and we'll see how the notification, the message that we receive in the WhatsApp as well. So if I go, I think I have received that. So here you see this is the Yulia WhatsApp which we have uploaded. Within that, from the dynamic CRM, I can see it in the WhatsApp over here. I hope that answers your query and that makes sense as well. Like we have another questions. What file types are supported? So we do support a well-known file format like as Twilio supports, which is a kind of example. If I could give is like a PDF, DOC, docs, PNG, JPEG. So all of these file formats are supported. So another question is if a customer starting a chat, can we send automatically text where the customer can fill out a poll and to convert it into the CRM, filling out with that information? So, like as I shown the demonstration part, we can send a message automatically to the customers. However, based on their response, the information as of now cannot be converted into the CRMs. That is something as of now it is not a part of within our application. However, it is a good feedbacks that can be taken into the consideration. Will be added in our product roadmap. I really appreciate this question and yes, hope so. We will soon get this to be added in the part of our application later on in our product roadmap. So do you support incoming voice message or circle videos? I hope you all may be aware like the Twilio doesn't like the WhatsApp business account doesn't support the voice messages information. So yeah, since we follow the same hierarchy or the behavior, so currently it is not, we won't support that. Uh, Fields from the CRM can be a part of the WhatsApp text. So yes, we do support the dynamic field as well. So in that case, you need to put that dynamic field value in a open curly brace and entering the dynamic field value, closing the curly brace. So in that case, it would work. And yes, we do support that. And regarding the incoming voice message, so the voice message can be sent from the user and within the CRM against the note that voice message will be added. But I thought it is a incoming voice call. However, I apologize for that. So incoming voice messages can be sent from the customer. So that is, yes, that can be done. So regarding the incoming voice message, if you see my screen, you can see the incoming audio that can be seen within the CRM as well. If I open that, you see that audio has been shown over here. So I hope that answers your query, the attendee who have asked that question. Can the chat be assigned to the same user who had communicated with the contact previous time? So yes, in this case, the automatically the chat won't be assigned. So the user need to assign that chat to himself. In that case, they can continue the conversation from there. They can assign in terms of your query, they can assign the chat to the same user and continue the conversation. Uh, it won't be done automatically. You need to manually assign that chat to the user, same user. Are there any known restriction in using it with the CRM to use it with this standard? How currently WhatsApp for Dynamics supports in the sales module, the sales hub, marketing module, and also in the CDS environment. So as far as our understanding and the known, currently there is no restriction. However, in terms of any in detail questions that you are referring to or in any detailed specific things, then in that case you can send us an email. Our team can able to answer you more on that. Yes, we do support that customer services as well. And also regarding that auto assign of chat to the user, which one of our attendee has requested. So this could be a nice functionality. I really appreciate. So this can be added in a, as I said, a part of our roadmap, and yeah, we'll pass to the team. Then we will see how it works and we can implement it accordingly. Is there any other questions? Feel free to put it in the chat window. In case if any question arises post this call or post this session, then definitely you can send us an email at crm@inogic.com. We would be happy to answer all of your queries. Thank you everyone for attending this session. I really appreciate your time. Nice talking to you all. Have a great day. Take care. Bye bye.